Thomas arrived at the bridge with all the workmen, but Diesel was already there. "Oiled Diesel," huffed Thomas. Harvey cleared the tracks, but Harry and Bert didn't talk to him. Harry grumbled. Edward and Henry brought bricks to the airport building site, and they didn't talk to Diesel either. Edward pouted. The Diesels weren't talking to the steam engines, and the steam engines weren't talking to the Diesels. They were all cross. Later, Thomas saw Diesel 10 again. Diesel 10 was helping to clear the blocked tracks. His giant claw lifted the heavy metal into freight cars. Thomas chuffed nervously. Thomas puffed quickly away. He didn't want to be near Diesel 10 or his crunching, crushing claw. That night in Knapford Sheds, Thomas started talking again. He told Emily all about Diesel 10 and all about his day's work. Wished Emily. She just wanted peace and quiet. But when Thomas fell asleep, he started to sleep whistle. It kept Emily awake. Emily really wished Thomas could go back to Tidmouth Sheds. The next morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Thomas. Sir Topham Hatt said, "Puff Thomas." Sir Topham Hatt added, "Oiled Diesel." Thomas huffed crossly. But when Thomas arrived at the docks, he was worried. The bridge section was very long, and it was very, very heavy. Thomas pushed and puffed. He huffed and chuffed. At last, his heavy load started to move. Thomas puffed slowly up the line. His pistons pumped, and his axles ached. His load was very long and very heavy. When Thomas came to a junction, he stopped for a well-earned rest. Then Harry and Bert rolled up. Thomas was very tired. Laughed Harry. Laughed Bert. Thomas was cross. Thomas huffed